Field number 2 here at the Palmasola Softball Complex in Bradenton, Florida. It is the final day of regular season play here in the FGCL. Game 2 of the day here on Field 2. It's the Pioneers taking on the Anna Maria Aquanauts. I'm Tom Canterbury. Thank you so much for joining us here for this matchup. Here is the starting lineup. For the Pioneers, they are 2-15 entering today's game, and on a 9-game losing streak, they're locked in as a number 12 seed in the playoffs, which will get underway on Thursday for head coach Erica Beach. The lineup: Caitlin Ty, the shortstop, to lead things off, with Caprice Barella, the extra hitter, batting second. Gwen Hall, first base, batting third. Ella Dawson, right field, batting fourth. Valerie Combs, catching, batting fifth. Leah Sims, the third baseman, will bat sixth, batting seventh. Jet Harrell, the center fielder. Kennedy Shea, second baseman, batting eighth. The pitcher is Bailey Davis. She'll bat ninth, and Haley Love, the left fielder, will bat 10th. They'll face in the circle for the Aquanauts the right-handed freshman out of Georgia Tech, Timber Harris. Harris making her 13th appearance for the Knot. She's pitched 28 2/3 innings with a 1-3 record, 32 runs allowed, 30 have been earned. ERA at 7.33, 36 hits, 30 strikeouts to 42 walks, a 2.72 whip for Timber Harris. Caitlin Ty takes that one on the inside corner, no balls and 2 strikes. As a team, the Knots through 17 games have given up 69 runs, 65 have been earned, a 4.10 team ERA, and a 1.59 team whip. Ty pops that one up foul. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. In the field for the Aquanauts, Ball in left, Schiller in center, Patterson in right, Young at third, Pierce at short, Borison at second, Scott at first, Belair behind the plate, Thomas and McClellan, the DP and extra hitter. For Ty, she's batting .421, 16 of 38, 13 runs scored, 8 runs driven in, a homer, 3 doubles, 6 walks, and a hit by pitch. As a team, the Nears, through 17 games, have scored 87 runs. They have a team batting average at .296 and a team on base percentage at .392. 89 degrees at first pitch, sunny skies. The feels like temperature is at 98. Not a lot of a breeze to discuss with the humidity climbing. Aquanauts won game 1 of this series on Sunday 3-1. Yesterday it was a 9-1 6-inning victory for the Knots. Ty, fly ball to center field. Schiller will settle underneath it to make the catch for out number 1. We'll bring up the extra hitter, Caprice Barella. Barella batting .407. She's 11 of 27, 3 runs scored, 4 runs driven in. All 11 hits have been singles. She has 3 walks on the year. Fouled off. Barella popped out her lone plate appearance yesterday for the Pioneers. Second game of the day, we had upsets on both Field 1 and Field 2 in Game 1. The Finns knocked off the Slice 8-7, and it was the Skeeters over the Queens 8-6. Rivermox and Sea Cows getting underway over on Field 1. Coming up next here on 2, Rodeo and the Squeeze. We'll have the Impact and Circus on Field 1 to wrap up Day 20. Barella swings and misses at strike 3, and there's 2 away. So 2 out, nobody on now for the first baseman, Gwen Hall. Hall batting .219, 7 of 32, 7 runs scored, 5 runs driven in with a double, 7 walks and 2 hit by pitches. First pitch, a called strike. Ground ball to second. Morrison makes the stop in the throw for out number 3, and the Nears go down in order here in the top of the first. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left. We move to the bottom of the first inning. Nears nothing, Knott's coming to bat. This is the FTCL. We move to the bottom of the first inning. No score between the Pioneers and the Aquanauts. Here is the starting lineup. For the Anna Maria Aquanauts, they are 13-4 entering today's game on a 2-game win streak. They're in third place entering the game. They can move to second. And third place is their floor as far as seedings go for the playoffs. The head coach is Bryn Baca. Our starting lineup. Jada Thomas, the designated player, leading things off. Emily Borison, second base, batting second. McKenna Belair will catch and bat third. Batting fourth is Cassie McClellan, the extra hitter. Gracie Scott, first baseman, batting fifth with Elena Ball. Left field, batting sixth. Batting seventh is Skylar Young, the third baseman. Karis Pierce, shortstop, batting eighth. Sydney Schiller, center fielder, batting ninth. And Caroline Patterson, the right fielder, will bat 10th. Facing in the circle for the Pioneers, left-handed freshman out of McNeese, Bailey Davis. First pitch, ball 1. Davis making her 13th appearance in the circle for the Nears. She's pitched 23 2/3, an 0-3 record, 24 runs allowed, 22 have been earned, a 6.51 ERA. .26 hits, 16 strikeouts, and 16 walks, a 177 whip for Davis on the year. Through 17 games, the Nears have given up 166 runs, 126 have been earned, an 8.02 team ERA. And the team whip sitting at 245. Thomas batting .324. Fly ball, deep left field. That one's back and gone. Lead-off home run for Jada Thomas. To the right of the left field foul pole. It's 1-0 Aquanauts. That's the second home run of the summer for Thomas and her 8th RBI. Aquanauts off and running now. Emily Borison will be the batter. First pitch fouled away for strike 1. Borison batting .233, 7 of 30, 5 runs scored, 9 runs driven in with a homer, 3 doubles, 4 walks on the year. That's a foul ball. Defensively for the Nears, Love in left, Harrell in center, Dawson in right. Sims at third, Ty at short, Shea at second, Hall at first with Combs catching, and Barella, the ADP. With a win today, the Knots would move into second place and have the number 2 seed following the Queens loss earlier. Ground ball, and that one's booted. Shea couldn't track down the bounding ball. So, E4. And the Aquanauts now with a chance to put up a crooked number. Nobody outrun her on first. They're already up 1-0. For the catcher, McKenna Belair. First pitch is strike. Belair, 16 of 35, 457. The batting average with 9 runs scored, 17 RBIs, 3 homers, 6 doubles, 7 walks. Fly ball to center. Catch made by Harrell. Borison will retreat, and there's one gone. As a team, the Knots, through 17 games, have scored 108 runs. They have a team batting average at 305. .424. The team on base percentage entering today's play. Cassie McClellan at the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. McClellan batting .429, 21 of 49, 14 runs scored, 13 runs driven in, 4 homers, a double, and 10 walks. As I mentioned, the Pioneers are locked in as a 12 seed. So the bracket's starting to fill out. Ground ball to first. Hall has it. She'll step on the bag. And there's 2 away. Runner on second. Gracie Scott now steps up. Scott 4 of 28, batting .143, 7 runs scored with 2 RBIs. Grounds that one to short. Ty makes the stop in the throw for out number 3 to retire the side. But the Knots grab the lead with a leadoff homer by Jada Thomas. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left. We played an inning, 1-0. Aquanauts with the lead. This is the FGCL. One nothing Aquanauts. We move to the top of the second. Ella Dawson leading things off for the Pioneers. Timber Harris back out for her second inning in the circle for the Knots. Dawson 14 of 44, batting .318 with 9 runs scored, 13 runs driven in, 2 homers, 4 doubles, and a walk this season. 2 balls and no strikes. Fly ball out of play. 2-1. Timber Harris, a redshirt freshman at Georgia Tech this past season from Vidalia, Georgia. Pitched 3 innings for the Yellow Jackets with a 4.67 ERA, 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. Two balls, 2 strikes now on Dawson. The playoffs will get underway on Thursday at 9 a.m. Get the first round and the quarterfinals wrapped up on Thursday as that swung on a miss, 4-strike 3. Semifinals Friday, championship game on Saturday at 11 a.m. The strikeout will bring up now Valerie Combs. 13 of 41, 317 the average. 2 runs scored with 6 RBIs, 4 doubles, and 4 walks. Takes that one for a ball. We know the number 1 seed will be the Squeeze. They will play on Field 1 at 2 p.m. on Thursday against the winner of the 8-9 game. That's going to be on Field 1 at 9. The 5-12 game will be on Field 2 at 9. And the 12 seed will be the Pioneers. So we know they'll be in that one. So the Pioneers will play again Thursday at 9 a.m. Popped up on the infield. Pierce is there. She'll make the catch, and there's 2-way. 2 out, nobody on now for Leah Sims. Sims batting 179. She's 5 of 28 with a run scored and an RBI. 5 walks on the year. The 6-11 game will be on Field 1 at 11:30 on Thursday. The 11 seed is the Circus. We know that. And the 7-10 game will be on Field 2 at 11:30 on Thursday. Those 2 seeds still up for grabs. Swing and a miss. Ball and 2 strikes. The 4 seed will take on the winner of that 5-12 game at 2 p.m. on Thursday on Field 2. 3 seed takes on the winner of the 6-11 game at 4:30 on Field 1. In Field 2, we'll have the 2 seed taking on the winner of the 7-10 game. That's at 4:30. And the Aquanauts with a win here today would be the number 2 seed. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. 4-strike 3. And that'll do it for the Pioneers here in the second as Timber Harris gets another 1-2-3 inning. She struck out 3 and faced the minimum through 2. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left. We head to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Aquanauts. This is the FGCL. First pitch to Lena Ball is a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike on her now. Bailey Davis out for her second inning for the Pioneers. The Aquanauts lead at 1-0. Davis, a freshman at McNeese in 2025. Did not allow a run in 3 2/3 innings pitched, 4 hits, 5 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Ball batting .333. She's 12 of 36, 7 runs scored, 5 runs driven in, 2 triples, a double, 10 walks, and a sac fly. That's a blooper. That's going to be a fair ball down the left field line. Ball is digging for second, and she'll be safe there. Ty not able to apply the tag, and Ball gets a bloop double to start things off here in the second. And that brings up third baseman Skylar Young. First pitch to her is a ground ball to first. Hall will step on the bag. Ball can't go anywhere, and there's one away. That brings up the shortstop, Karis Pierce. Pierce batting .237. She's 9 of 38. Soft liner to short. 2 away. Bring up now Sydney Schiller. Puts a bunt down and it will spin foul. Schiller batting .242. She's 8 of 33. 8 runs scored. 4 runs driven in. 6 walks and a sac fly. Ground ball back up the middle and through for a base hit. Ball will round third but stay there. And the single for Schiller puts runners on the corners with 2 outs. So 2 out, 2 on now for Caroline Patterson. First pitch is a ball, and stealing second without a throw is Schiller. Patterson 6 of 51, 314 the average, 14 runs scored, 13 runs driven in. 4 homers with a triple, 4 doubles, and 8 walks on the season. Called strike 2-1. Coastie Awards, Home Run Derby, and All-Star Game tomorrow, getting started at 9:30. The All-Star teams announced earlier this morning. These 2 teams both in the Sun Division. So the Aquanauts, Aiko Conaway and Cameron Ponich, both pitchers on the All-Star team. And that's ball 4 to load the bases with 2 outs. McKenna Belair, an all-star catcher for the Knots. And Cassie McClellan, an all-star outfielder. Now the bases are loaded, 2 outs. Back to the top of the order, Jada Thomas, who hit a home run her first time. A couple of all-stars on the Pioneers, both infielders, Sydney Lamont and Caitlin Ty. The bases loaded, 2 outs, falling behind 2-0, and Combs will go out to talk things over with Bailey Davis. Thomas from Wesley Chapel, Florida, an incoming freshman on her way to Jacksonville. Fly ball, and that's going to fall foul down the right field line, 2-2. One is skied to second. Shea will make the catch. A couple of steps out on the grass for out number 3 to retire the side. So the Knots load the bases here in the second, but can't get anybody across. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 left. We've played 2, still 1-0 Aquanauts. This is the FGCL. One nothing Aquanauts. We move to the third inning. Chet Harrell to lead things off for the Pioneers. First pitch fouled away for strike 1. Harrell batting .244, 10 of 41, 11 runs scored with an RBI, has a double, a walk, and 3 hit by pitches. Fouls that one off. No balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Carroll down on strikes, and there's one away. Fourth strikeout of the day for Harris. Kennedy Shea will now step in. Shea batting .242, 8 of 33, 7 runs scored, 5 runs driven in with a homer, 7 walks. First pitch is inside for ball 1. Over on field 1, they're going to the top of the 3rd. Rivermocks with a 2-1 lead over the Sea Cows. That is the only series where one team is not looking to sweep the other. But as I mentioned earlier today, in the 9:30 games, both teams that were going for the sweep were upset. That one popped to first. Scott steps around the bags, makes the catch for the second out of the inning. Two out, nobody on. The pitcher, Bailey Davis, steps in. First pitch to her is taken to center field. That's down for a base hit. First base runner of the ball game for the Pioneers. Her first hit. 2-out single by Bailey Davis. And Shea will come out to run for Davis as a courtesy on first. And Haley Love will now step to the plate. Love is 3 of 33 on the year, 5 runs scored with 4 walks. First pitch right in there for a strike. The 0-2 swung on and missed. 4 strike 3. Got it with a rise, and that'll do it for the Nears here in the 3rd. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 left. We head to the bottom of the 3rd, 1-0 Aquanauts. This is the FGCL. We move to the home half of the 3rd inning. Aquanauts with a 1-0 lead. Emily Borson will lead things off for the Aquanauts, taking on a new pitcher for the Pioneers, as Bailey Davis will turn things over to Caprice Barella. Davis went 2 innings, gave up 3 hits, 1 run it was earned, 1 walk, and no strikeouts. And Caprice Barella enters the game. 12th appearance of the season for the Nears. Barella's pitched 29 1/3 innings with an 0-2 record. 27 hits, 23 runs, a 5.49 ERA, 41 hits, 41 Ks, and 17 walks. First pitch to Borison is fouled away for strike one. 198 the whip for Barella entering play here today. Ooh, that one came in and that hit her. So a leadoff hit by pitch for Emily Borison. And that'll bring up the catcher, McKenna Belair. Barella, a right-handed freshman from New Mexico. From Las Cruces. That one's well hit to right, but there to make the catch is Dawson, and there's one away. Barella for the Lobos this past season had a .599 ERA, 25 innings pitched, 29 hits, 27 runs, 21 earned, walk 16, strikeout 19 with an 0-3 record. First pitch to Cassie McClellan is in the dirt for ball one. McClellan's 0 for 1. McClellan, the Florida Gator, sophomore this past year from Lakewood Ranch. 238 the average, 5 of 21 with 6 RBIs, a home run, a double, and 5 runs scored for the Gators. That one is slapped through for a base hit. Safe at third is Borison, so the single puts now runners on the corners with 1 away. For Gracie Scott. Scott, a freshman at Furman in 2025, entered the transfer portal and is headed to Southern Wesleyan. Was 1 for 7 with a run scored for the Paladins this past year. First pitch is a strike, and stealing second is going to be McClellan. Shout out and special thanks to Evo Shield, the official uniform provider of the FGCL and the American Collegiate League. Counts now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Another payoff pitch. Swing on and miss for strike 3. So now 2 outs, runners on second and third for Elena Ball. She doubled her first time. First pitch misses high for ball 1. Ball, a junior at Pittsburgh. Last year for the Panthers was 2 of 30 with an RBI, a double, and 8 runs scored. She transferred to Pitt from George Mason. 2 balls and a strike. That one comes in high for ball 4. The walk loads the bases, and Skylar Young went too far around on the first pitch. Called strike, 0-2. That's popped up foul. It'll get out of play. We'll do it again. 3 balls and 2 strikes. That drops in for a called strike 3. And Caprice Barella gets the strikeout. And for the second straight inning, the Aquanauts leave the bases loaded. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 3 left. We played 3. The Aquanauts still lead at 1-0. This is the FGCL. 1-0 Aquanauts. We move to the top of the 4th inning. Top of the order due up for the Pioneers. Ty, Barella, and Hall. Timber Harris back out for her 4th inning of work. The first pitch misses for ball 1. Harris, through 3 innings, has given up 1 hit, no runs. She struck out 5 without a walk. Caitlin Ty, the All-Star, at the plate. 0 for 1, had a fly out back in the first. Ty, a sophomore at Western Michigan in 2025, has entered the transfer portal. Pulled back the bunt, and that's a 4-pitch walk for Caitlin Ty, issued by Timber Harris, her first walk of the game. Grace Barella puts down a bunt, but it's foul for strike 1. Barella's 0 for 1, struck out her first time. But it's foul 0-2. That one is slapped. That's going to fall for a base hit. Barella chip shots that one into shallow left, and runners now on first and second with nobody out. Jet Harrell will come to run for Barella as a courtesy. Runners on first and second, nobody out for Gwen Hall, who's 0 for 1 with a ground out. First pitch misses for ball 1. Hall, a freshman at McNeese from Roland, Arkansas. For McNeese this past year, batted .214, 6 of 28, 5 RBIs with a homer, 3 doubles, and 5 runs scored. That bunt is down. Harris will not have a play, and now the bases are loaded with nobody out here in the 4th. After cruising through 3, Timber Harris has run into some trouble here in the 4th inning. First pitch to Ella Dawson misses for ball 1. 1-1's fouled away. A ball and 2 strikes. Now the payoff. That one's taken to left center field, and that's going to get all the way to the wall in the gap. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. And the Nears have taken the 2-1 lead on the 2 RBI double from Ella Dawson. So runners on second and third, still nobody out. Valerie Combs takes this one to shallow center. Catch is going to be made, and there's not going to be a tag. So an extremely necessary first out for the Aquanauts there. Runners on second and third, now 1 out for Leah Sims. She struck out her first time. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Fouled off on the bunt. No balls and 2 strikes. Foul tipped into the glove for strike 3. And there's 2 away. Nice catch by Bel Air behind home plate. 2 out now, runners on second and third. Jet Harrell will be the batter. She struck out her first time. Lifted to shallow center. Underneath it to make the catch to Schiller for out number 3 to retire the side. The Pioneers take the lead here in the 4th inning. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We head to the bottom of the 4th, 2-1. Pioneers with the lead. This is the FGCL. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. The Pioneers trying to play spoiler. They're leading the Aquanauts 2-1. Bottom of the order due up for the Knots. Pierce, Schiller, and Patterson against Caprice Barella. The Aquanauts would be the number 2 overall seed with a win. Ground ball to second. Stopping the throw. There's one away. Now we'll bring up Sydney Schiller. She singled her first time. Schiller, a freshman at Texas Tech in 2025, entered the transfer portal and is headed to Ole Miss. Scored 8 runs for the Red Raiders this past year. First pitch, slap foul for strike 1. Slap foul, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Coming in 2026, the College Summer World Series, July 14th through the 17th. All-American Collegiate League regional leagues will crown a champion, and they will converge to crown a national champ. That one's line to left. Ball is caught for out number 2. We'll have more details about the location and other facets of that College Summer World Series coming up, so be sure to be following the American Collegiate League and the FGCL on all social media platforms. Open registration starts on September 1st for next season. First pitch is a called strike to Caroline Patterson. 2 out, nobody on. Patterson walked her first time. The reigning FGCL MVP, Patterson, a redshirt freshman at Georgia Tech this past year. Where she batted 176 with 5 RBIs, a homer, and 5 runs scored. Fouled away. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Patterson down on strikes, and Caprice Barella comes out and keeps the Knots from responding here in the 4th. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left. We played 4. It's 2-1. Pioneers with the lead. This is the FGCL. Kendi Shea leading things off for the Pioneers here in the 5th inning. They lead it 2-1. Shea popped out her first time up. Timber Harris back out for another inning of work. That ball comes in low for ball 4, and that's the leadoff walk for Shea. After cruising through the first time through the order, Harris has lost a bit of the control here, second time through. Bailey Davis will be the batter. She singled her first time. First pitch is a strike. That one's fouled away. We'll do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Runner on first. Pioneers with a 2-1 lead. So the Nears are locked into the 12 seed, but they would, I'm sure, love to snap a 9-game losing streak before they head into postseason play. Tried making a Cinderella run. They will face whoever the 5 seed ends up being. (9 a.m. Field 2 on Thursday. Ground ball to short, slow roller, and that will not be playable for Pierce, so that's an infield single for Davis, and runners now on first and second with nobody out for the Nears here in the 5th, trying to add their 2-1 lead. Haley Love now the batter. She struck out her first time. Pulled back the bunt last second. Went too far around the check swing there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Butter and a miss there, 1-2. Over on field 1, they're heading to the top of the 6th inning. The Sea Cows with the 4-2 lead over the River Mocs. Swung on a miss for strike 3. Love's down on strikes, and there's one away. Back to the top of the order. And Caitlin Ty, who's 0 for 1 with a fly out, a walk, and a run scored. Led off last inning with a walk. First pitch is a ball. Two balls and a strike, with the Pioneers having back-to-back All-Stars here. You have Ty and Cindy Lamont in the on-deck circle, looking for her first at-bat of the day. Three balls and a strike now on Ty. Ground ball to second, and Borison is unable to make the play, and the bases are now loaded with one out on the first error of the game for the Aquanauts. So instead of a possible double play ball, now the bases are loaded with one out for Sydney Lamont. First pitch is low for ball one. Lamont 19 of 49, batting .388, 15 runs scored, 18 runs driven in, 8 home runs, tied for the league lead with 5 doubles and 4 walks. .434 the OBP for. Will be slated to be a participant in the Home Run Derby tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Swing and a miss. 1-2. That's fouled away. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two and two. So the Sea Cows, their matchup with the River Mocs, if they win, they'll be the 8th seed. If they lose, they'll be the 9. So they're just playing for if they're home or away in that 8-9 matchup. Back to Harris. She knocks it down. Will throw home, and it's not in time. That's going to be an infield single for Sidney Lamont, bringing home a run. And it's now 3-1. Nears with the lead. Still one out, still bases loaded for Gwen Hall. Excuse me, for Maddie Baker getting her first at bat. First pitch fouled away for strike one. Baker batting .441, 15 to 34, 6 runs scored, 4 runs driven in with a couple of doubles and 8 walks. .548 the on-base percentage for Baker, and a big chance here with the bases loaded, 1 away. Swung on a missed. 1-1 the count. Okay. So Valerie Combs will come in to run for Lamont. Baker fouls that one off, stays alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out. Bases are loaded. Nears could really bust this one open with a big hit here from Baker. Harris looks in. The 1-2. In the dirt. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Got over the rise, and there's 2 away. So now 2 out, bases loaded for Ella Dawson, who had a 2 RBI double her last time up with the bases loaded. First pitch. High outside for ball 1. If you're the Knots, you got to feel like it's a big win if you can get out of this only allowing the 1 run. It'd just be a 2-run game. Two 2-0. Line back up the middle, and that's going to get through for a base hit. 1 run will score, and that will be it. At the 3rd RBI for Ella Dawson, makes it now 4-1 Pioneers. And Brent Baca going out to talk things over with Timber Harris here. Gabby Evans will be the batter, as Timber Harris will stay in the ball game. Evans 9 of 31, batting .290, 3 runs scored, 4 runs driven in with a homer, a double, 8 walks, and a hit by pitch. Another big chance here. It's 4-1 Nears in the top of the 5th. Bases loaded, 2 outs. First pitch is strike. Swung on and missed, 0-2. Outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swung on a miss for out number 3, and that'll do it for the Nears here in the 5th. But the Pioneers add to their lead as they get 2 runs on 3 hits. There was 1 error and 3 left. We move to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's 4-1. Pioneers with the lead. This is the FGCL. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. The Pioneers with a 4-1 lead over the Aquanauts. Due up for the Knots, top of the order, Thomas, Borison, and Belair against the 3rd pitcher of the day for the Pioneers, as Lillian Berry will take over for Caprice Barella. Barella went 2, gave up 1 hit, no runs, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts, including a strikeout to end the 3rd, which left the bases loaded for the Aquanauts. The first pitch is low for ball 1 to Jada Thomas, who's 1 for 2, had a solo homer back in the 1st inning. Berry on the year, 22 and 2/3 innings pitched with an 0-6 record. This is her 12th appearance. "58 runs, 36 have been earned. That's an 11-12 ERA. 50 hits, 9 strikeouts, 26 walks, 335 the whip. Thomas takes this to right field. Dawson on the run. She'll track it down for out number 1. Emily Borison will be up next. She's 0 for 1. Reached on air in the 1st, was hit by a pitch in the 3rd. It's been a great day for Ella Dawson so far, both at the plate, now in the field, as the Nears look to try to snap a 9-game losing streak. And keep the Aquanauts from grabbing the number 2 overall seed. The first pitch is a called strike. Ground ball to short. Ty has it. The throw will be in time. And there's 2 away. Other changes out in the field for the Pioneers. New corner infielders. Baker now at third, Davis at first, and Evans is the catcher. So 2 out, nobody on for McKenna Belair. She's 0 for 2 with a couple of flyouts. That's a fly ball, deep center field. That one's way back. Way gone. McKenna Belair. Solo homer. And it's now 4-2 Pioneers. Belair, the All-Star. Stops the 4 unanswered for the Nears. Second solo shot of the day for the Aquanauts. Belair now with 4 homers on the year and 18 RBIs. That will bring up Cassie McClellan. 1 for 2 with a single. First pitch is a strike. Ground ball to short. Ty is there. The stop. The throw is in time. Getting McClellan by a half step for the 3rd out of the inning. The Knots get a run here in the 5th. But they still trail by 2. 1 run on 1 hit. No errors, nobody left. We played 5. 4-2 Pioneers with the lead. This is the FGCL. Lillian Berry leading things off for the Nears as we open up play here in the 6th inning. Pioneers with a 4-2 lead. Barry, 4 of 21, batting 190, with 2 runs scored, 3 runs driven in. That's a couple of doubles and 6 walks on the season. Fouls that one off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. New pitcher for the Aquanauts as the All-Star, Aquanauts, is in the game. Replacing Timber Harris. Two balls, 2 strikes. Harris went 5 innings, gave up 7 hits and 4 runs, 3 earned, 2 walks. He struck out 9. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Barry down on strikes, and there's one gone here in the 6th. I'll bring up Jet Harrell, who's 0 for 2. Conaway making her 11th appearance in the circle for the Notch. She's pitched 32 innings with a 5-1 record, 13 runs allowed, 12 have been earned, 2.63 the ERA, 34 hits, 27 strikeouts, just 3 walks, 1.16 the WHIP. Conaway, a freshman at Marshall this past year, entered the transfer portal and is headed to Howard. From Haymarket, Virginia. Pitched a third of an inning for the Thundering Herd this past year. Did not give up a run on 1 hit. That's fouled off. Stays live at 1-2. Coming up next here on Field 2 is the final game of the regular season. The Rodeo taking on the Squeeze. .230 or 30 minutes following the conclusion of this one. Squeeze have clinched the regular season championship. They'll be the #1 overall seed. Ground ball to short, and that one eats up Pierce. Second error of the game for the Aquanauts. Puts a runner on first with 1 away. Nears trying to answer back after the Aquanauts scored a run to pull within 2 in the 5th inning. Kendi Shea will now be the batter, 0 for 1 with a pop out, a walk and a run scored. Fouled off. Top of the 7th inning over on Field 1, the Rivermocks have taken a 5-4 lead over the Sea Cows. Sea Cows are the home team. They'll have a chance in the bottom of the 7th, but come back for the Rivermocks. Trying to return the favor after the Sea Cows had the come from behind victory yesterday to even that series up at 1 apiece. That one's right in there for a called strike 3. Shea knew it. There's 2 away. So now 2 outs, runner on first for Bailey Davis. Davis 2 for 2 with a couple of singles and a run scored. Fouled off for strike 1. Ball comes in high and out stealing. It's going to be Harrell for out number 3 to end the inning. So the Nears unable to respond here in the 6th. No runs, no hits. There's 1 error and nobody left. We move to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's 4-2. Nears with the lead. This is the FGCL. Gracie Scott leading things off for the Aquanauts here in the 6th. Lillian Berry in the circle for her 2nd inning for the Pioneers, up in the count 0-2. Scott 0 for 2 on the day with a ground out and a strikeout. Tying run in the on-deck circle for the Aquanauts as we open up play in the bottom of the 6th. Again, the stakes for these two teams. The Nears are locked in for the 12 seed, but they would like to snap a 9-game losing streak. Aquanauts, with a win, would move into the 2 spot after the Queens took a loss earlier today to the Skeeters. Counts full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. And after getting ahead 0-2 in the count, Barry loses Scott to a walk. Gracie Flores getting her first at bat. First pitch to her is a strike. Flores, 12 of 42, batting .286, 11 runs scored, 5 runs driven in. 2 doubles, 5 walks, and 3 hit by pitches on the year for Flores. She does represent the tying run at the plate here, with nobody out in the 6th. And that one is tracked down at short. One out now, runner on first. For Skylar Young, she's 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. Fouled away, 1-1. Three and 1 the count now. Over on field 1, they're in the bottom of the 7th. The Aquanauts, the River Mocs, now with an 8-4 lead over the Sea Cows. Back-to-back walk, 2 walks in the inning, putting runners now on first and second.
Didn't ball already hit? You start line?
Wait.
No, you can't do that.
Yeah. So Pierce has to bat here, or not ball, because she started in the 6th spot.
Because 13 batted for ball.
Yeah. Flores batted for ball. Yes.
They should have batted, what's her name for Pierce? Scott.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. All right, so who's this? So this
It's
is
just
going to be
it's
Pierce.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's Pierce.
So Karis Pierce will now be the batter. She's 0 for 2. The first pitch is low for ball 1. Pitch was ball. Throw down, not in time. That bunt is down. Barry will field and will not have a throw. So that's an infield single for Karis Pierce. So Erica Beach wanted the look-back rule challenged on the runner on third, saying that Scott was off the bag once the pitcher had the ball in the circle, but upon checking, don't think it's an Appendix G, but we were looking, and that is not a reviewable play. So Sydney Schiller now the batter. First pitch to her is a ground ball through for a base hit in the center field. 1 run will score, 2 runs will score. And now trying for second. Now coming home with it. And out. At the plate is Pierce. But we're tied up at 4. There's 2 outs. Runner now on first. Schiller got caught in a rundown. First pitch is a fly ball to center, and that's caught off the bat of Caroline Patterson. And that'll do it for the Knots here in the 6th. But the Aquanauts tie things up. 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. Excuse me, 1 runner left on base. We moved to the 7th. We're tied up at 4. This is the FGCL. Gray was like, what? I said it wasn't.
Just tell him what you told him is not reviewable.
We head to the 7th inning. It's 4-4 between the Knots and the Nears. Bailey Davis to lead things off. 2 for 2 on the day with 2 singles and a run scored. First pitch is back to Conaway. She makes the play in the circle, and there's one away. I'll bring Haley Love to the plate. She's over 2 with a couple of strikeouts. First pitch is a called strike. We have a final over on field 1. The Rivermocks knock off the Sea Cows 8-4. Fouled away, no balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Chase the rise. Love is down on strikes for the 3rd time today. And there's 2 outs back to top of the order, and Caitlin Ty, who's 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Reached on error back in the 5th. So that win, the Rivermocks They are now the 6th seed. That is set. Fouled off for strike one. Called strike. Tie down on strikes, and that's a quick 1-2-3, top of the 7th. As Pioneers go down in order, we move to the bottom of the 7th inning. A chance for the Aquanauts to walk it off. It's 4-4. This is the FGCL. Gwynn Hall now the pitcher for the Pioneers as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. We're tied up at 4. Top of the order for the Aquanauts, Thomas, Borson, and Belair. Due up. First pitch to Thomas. To the backstop for ball 1. Hall making her 4th appearance in the circle for the Nears. Has pitched 2 2/3 innings. No record. 9 runs allowed, 8 earned. 8 hits, 2 strikeouts, and a walk. That's a 4-pitch walk to start things off for the Aquanauts, and they have the winning run now on first base. Emily Borson will be the batter. She's 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch. So we have now a little more clarity on the playoffs after that final from field 1. First pitch is a strike. River Mocs are locked in as the 6. Rodeo is the 7 seed. That's popped up on the infield. Hall will make the catch herself in the circle for out number 1. The Finns are the 8 seed. Sea Cows are the 9. Skeeters are the 10 seed. First pitch, high for ball 1 to McKenna Belair. Circus is the 11. Pioneers are the 12. That one bounces away. And Thomas will move to second on the wild pitch. Missed maybe a little bit low, 3-0. Popped up to deep second. Shea will range back to make the catch on the grass for out number 2. So 2 out, runner on second. Cassie McClellan the batter now. 1 for 3 with a single. First pitch fouled back for strike 1. Ball looks in. Here comes the 1-1. 2 balls and a strike. Line to center. That's down for a base hit. Thomas around third. Here comes the throw. It's not in time. And the Knots walk it off with a 2-out RBI single by Cassie McClellan. Your final score, Aquanauts 5, Pioneers 4. With the win, the Aquanauts will wrap up the regular season at 14-4, and they are the number 2 seed. In the playoffs, the Pioneers fall to 2-16. They are the 12 seed. The Aquanauts, 5 runs on 8 hits. They committed 2 errors and left 9 on. For the Nears, 4 runs on 6 hits. They committed 1 error and left 6 runners on base. Once again, your final score, Aquanauts walk it off 5-4. Coming up next here on field number 2, it's the final game of the regular season as we have the Rodeo taking on the Squeeze. That's coming up in 30 minutes. Until then, I'm Tom Canterbury. This is the FGCL.